If love ever made you feel anxious instead of safe, this video is for you. Toxic relationships don't start as toxic. They almost always begin as something beautiful, exciting, intense, full of promise. They begin with attention, constant messages, and the feeling that you are finally seen, chosen, important. They start with phrases like, "I've never felt this way before. You're different. I can't imagine my life without you." And that's exactly why they're so hard to recognize. In a toxic relationship, the problem isn't a lack of love. Very often, there is a lot of love, and just expressed in the wrong way. It isn't a love that brings peace. It's a love that keeps you alert, tense, always waiting for the next shift. It's not a relationship where you grow. It's one where you slowly shrink, adjust, and give up parts of yourself just to keep the connection alive. One of the first signs is confusion. You stop trusting your own perception. One day, you're made to feel irreplaceable. The next, you're ignored, dismissed, or met with silence. And instead of asking why this is happening, you start asking yourself what you did wrong. That's where the damage begins. Toxic relationships often function through reward and punishment. When you stay quiet, understanding, accommodating, you receive affection. When you ask questions, express discomfort, or set boundaries, affection disappears. Over time, you learn that love must be earned, that it is conditional, that it depends on how well you behave. But real love never requires you to make yourself smaller to keep it. Gaslighting is also common in toxic dynamics. You're told you're overreacting, too sensitive, imagining things. Slowly, you begin to doubt your feelings, your memories, your intuition. And when you stop trusting yourself, you become easier to control. You begin to question your own reality. Another powerful force that keeps people trapped is hope. Hope that things will change. Hope that the person will return to who they were in the beginning. But that hope is usually tied to the past, not the present. And many people don't stay because the relationship is good, but because it once was. What once felt good can never justify what hurts now. Toxic relationships also isolate you. Little by little, you pull away from friends, family, and the things that used to bring you joy. Sometimes because your partner doesn't approve. Sometimes because you're too exhausted to explain. And eventually, your world becomes very small, centered around one person. And the smaller your world becomes, the harder it feels to leave. And yet, leaving is the hardest part. Leaving means accepting that love without respect is not enough. That effort without reciprocity leads nowhere. It means grieving not only the person, but the version of yourself you were before. Your confidence, your dreams, your sense of safety. But leaving a toxic relationship is not failure. It is courage. It's choosing yourself even when it hurts. Even when the future feels uncertain. Because healthy love does not make you anxious, afraid, or constantly question your worth. It does not punish you for having emotions. Healthy love allows you to exist without fear. If you've ever been in a toxic relationship, remember this. You were not weak. You were not naive. You were human. You cared. You hoped. And those are not flaws. And the good news is, peace can be relearned. Love can feel safe again. And connection does not have to come with pain. Love that hurts you consistently is not misunderstood love. It is unsafe love. Because love should never break you in order to keep you. It should strengthen you and let you be exactly who you are.